Hello, Chosen One. Welcome to a revelation that might just change the way you see yourself and the world around you. For years, you've been told that you are special, that there's something about you that stands out, something that marks you as different from others. You've probably felt it too, the way you sometimes carry a heavy burden, the way the world seems to challenge you more than most. You've asked yourself, why does my life feel so difficult even though I only try to do good? You've searched for answers, tried to make sense of your struggles, and perhaps even wondered if there's something wrong with you. But what if I told you that these challenges are not signs of weakness, but the exact opposite? What if the very difficulties you've faced have been a part of a much bigger plan? A divine strategy meant to reveal your true purpose. You've heard the words chosen and special thrown around, but no one has fully explained what that really means. No one has ever told you the truth about what it truly means to be chosen. Well, today that truth is going to be unveiled. It's time for you to know exactly who you are and why you face the trials you have. It's time to understand your purpose and to grasp the weight and the power that come with it. So welcome to the story of your life, the one you've been living with without fully understanding its depth and significance. This is not just any ordinary tale. This is a story of divine design, of spiritual warfare, and of strength that has been hidden beneath your kindness, your compassion, and your humility. Today I invite you to listen closely, because the truths I'm about to reveal are going to completely transform your understanding of yourself and the path you're walking. From the moment you were born, there was a plan in motion, a plan designed by God, but one that you were never fully aware of. As you've grown and navigated through life, you've experienced pain, suffering, rejection, and betrayal, but these were not random events. They were the forging process. The world has tried to break you to make you doubt your worth and to convince you that you're too kind, too gentle, too sensitive for this harsh reality. But those very qualities are the ones that make you the most dangerous weapon the world has ever seen. I know what you're thinking. How can I be a weapon? I'm not violent. I'm not a warrior in the traditional sense. I'm just a person who wants to live peacefully. And you're right. You're not a conventional weapon. You're something much more powerful, something that the forces of darkness never saw coming. You are God's perfect weapon, and you've been strategically designed for a battle that is fought not with swords and shields, but with purity, with compassion, and with an unwavering sense of justice. As you listen to these words, as you might feel confused or even overwhelmed, weapons are supposed to be instruments of destruction, right? But what if the weapon you are is something entirely different? What if your strength comes not from your ability to fight, but from your ability to love, to forgive, and to be the light in a dark world? This is the spiritual weaponry you were designed with. You've been fighting battles without even realizing it, dismantling spiritual strongholds simply by being who you are. You might not feel powerful right now. You might not even feel like you've achieved anything significant. But I'm here to tell you that you've been doing exactly what you were created to do, even when you didn't know it. Every time you've acted out of kindness when you could have chosen anger, every time you forgave someone who didn't ask for it, every time you chose to help someone even when it was inconvenient for you, that's when you were fighting the battle. You are a weapon of light, and your weaponry is unlike anything the world has ever seen. And I'm not talking about a metaphorical weapon. This isn't a poetic way to make you feel better about yourself. I'm speaking literally when I tell you that you have been classified as a weapon in the celestial records. Yes, a weapon. But a weapon that doesn't look like one. The forces of darkness are constantly trying to destroy you, trying to convince you that your kind nature is a weakness, that your sensitivity is something to be ashamed of. They've tried to break you, to make you feel small, to make you doubt your worth. But here's the truth. They were terrified of you from the start. You are not like any other soul. You are different. You were designed to bring down systems of darkness, to expose lies, to bring hope to those trapped in despair. And the best part, you do all of this effortlessly. You may not even be aware of the immense power you hold, but you have been strategically placed in the spiritual war and you are winning battles you can't even see. In this video, I'm going to take you on a journey. We'll explore the truth behind why your life has been so difficult, why you've been through more than you ever thought you could handle, and why you feel like you've been under constant attack. I'm going to show you exactly how you've been unknowingly fulfilling your purpose as God's weapon, destroying spiritual strongholds and dismantling the systems of darkness one act of kindness at a time. By the end of this message, you will understand why everything you've gone through has led to this moment. You will realize the divine design behind your struggles, and most importantly, you will embrace the power that comes with being who you are. The battle has been raging for a long time, but now it's time for you to recognize your role and step into your full purpose. It's time for you to take your place in the divine plan. So get ready. The truth is about to be revealed. Your purpose is much greater than you ever imagined, and the time for you to step into your full power is now. Welcome to the story of your life, chosen one. Welcome to the revelation of who you truly are. Now that you know who you are, the divine weapon forged with purpose, it's time to dive deeper into the truth of your design. You've heard the term chosen one thrown around, perhaps even used to describe yourself, but never has it carried such weight as it does now. There is a deeper meaning to being chosen than just being special or different. Being chosen means you have a specific role to play in the grand scheme of things, a role that has been hidden from you until now. For years you've been wandering through life, feeling the sting of rejection, the weight of challenges that seem to come out of nowhere, and yet you've always pressed on. You've struggled with self-doubt, wondering if the constant struggles were just bad luck or if there was something inherently wrong with you. But here's the truth. Those trials, those challenges were never a sign of your weakness. They were the tests that prepared you for the mission ahead. You may be asking, why me? Why was I chosen for such a difficult path? Well, the answer lies in the very core of your existence. Your design is perfect. You were created for this moment, for this purpose. You may not understand it now, but each hardship, each trial you faced has been shaping you into the weapon you were always meant to be. You are not like the others around you. While others may give up when faced with difficulty, you persevere. You feel deeply, and that sensitivity, that empathy is what makes you powerful. In a world where cruelty and selfishness often reign, your ability to love, to care, and to feel for others is seen as a weakness. But in truth, it's your greatest strength. The forces of darkness have spent millennia trying to break you, trying to convince you that your kindness is a flaw, but it's not. Your kindness is your weapon. Your compassion is the ammunition that will dismantle the structures of darkness that have held humanity captive for so long. Let's take a moment to look back at the early days of your life. From the moment you were born, you were different. Even as a child, you felt the weight of the world on your shoulders, as if you were meant for something more than the ordinary life others lived. You felt things others didn't. You saw injustices that no one else seemed to notice. You cared for others in ways that were often misunderstood. People may have told you that you were too sensitive, that you needed to toughen up. But what they didn't understand is that your sensitivity wasn't a flaw. It was a built-in system that would one day be used to sense and dismantle the forces of evil. As you grew, you faced even more challenges. Relationships were difficult, and it seemed like the world always found a way to knock you down. There were moments when you felt like giving up, when the pain of life seemed too much to bear. But here's the truth. Those moments of pain were not there to destroy you. They were there to forge you. The trials you faced were the divine hammer shaping you into the weapon you were always meant to be. Every heartache, every betrayal, every failure was a test that brought you closer to your true purpose. And in those moments of weakness, when you felt like you had nothing left to give, that was when you were operating in your purest form. It's easy to think that strength comes from physical power or from the ability to control others. But real strength, divine strength, comes from humility. It comes from the ability to love when others would hate, to forgive when others would hold a grudge, to show compassion when others would turn away. That's the type of strength you possess, and it's the kind of strength that can topple the strongest of strongholds. But here's the catch, your power is invisible to most people. To the untrained eye, you may seem like just another kind-hearted soul walking through life without realizing the weight you carry. But you're not just another person. You're a weapon in the spiritual war that rages around you. You have been forged to fight a battle that others don't even know exists. And that battle is fought not with weapons of war, but with the purity of your heart, the sincerity of your compassion, and the power of your forgiveness. Now you might be wondering, how can kindness and compassion be weapons? Isn't a weapon something sharp, something capable of causing destruction? And the answer is yes, it is. But what if I told you that the sharpest weapon is not one that causes destruction with force, but one that exposes darkness simply by being in its presence. Think about it. When you walk into a room full of negativity, your presence alone can shift the atmosphere. When you show love in the face of hatred, you challenge the very systems that thrive on division and conflict. You may not even realize it, but every time you choose kindness over cruelty, every time you forgive instead of holding on to resentment, every time you step in to help someone in need, you are dismantling the spiritual strongholds that have held humanity captive. These strongholds are not physical. They are the lies, the fears, the manipulations, the systems of control that keep people in spiritual bondage. And your mere existence, your kindness, your purity, your authenticity exposes them for what they are. This is why Lucifer, the adversary, has been working so hard to break you. He sees the power within you even when you don't. He knows that if you fully understood your purpose, your potential, your weaponry, he would be powerless against you. So he has spent years trying to make you feel small, trying to convince you that your kindness is a weakness. But what he doesn't understand is that you are exactly the kind of weapon that he cannot defeat. The truth is, you are a weapon that operates automatically. Conventional weapons need to be activated, maintained, and controlled. But your weaponry is embedded in who you are. It functions without you even knowing it. And that's what makes it so devastating. Your kindness, your purity, your love, they are weapons that don't need to be consciously activated. They are always on, always working, always destroying the systems of darkness that seek to oppress others. And here's the brilliance of it all. Your weaponry doesn't look like a weapon. In a world that values power, control, and dominance, your strength comes from the opposite. Your strength comes from humility, from love, from service. You're not here to control or manipulate. You're here to serve, to love, and to heal. And that is why your weaponry is so powerful, because no one sees it coming. The forces of darkness are expecting a different kind of weapon. They are looking for someone who will fight them with force. But you, your weapon, is purity, compassion, and love. And that, my friend, is what will bring down the greatest strongholds of all. Now that you understand who you are, what you are, and how your weaponry works, it's time to embrace it. It's time to step into your full power. The trials you faced, the difficulties you've endured were not in vain. They were part of the divine plan, part of the forging process that has prepared you for this moment. And now, as you stand on the precipice of your purpose, know this. You were chosen for a reason. You were designed for this moment. You are God's perfect weapon, and nothing, not even the greatest force of darkness, can stand against you. So what comes next? The answer is simple. You begin to consciously step into your purpose. You begin to use your weaponry not with force but with intention. You begin to use your kindness, your purity, your love to destroy the strongholds of darkness in your life and in the world around you. You were never meant to fight this battle alone, and you don't have to. The angels are with you. The divine forces are at work ensuring that you succeed. Welcome to the battle, chosen one. It's time to rise up and take your place as the weapon you were always meant to be. Now that you've come to understand the true nature of your divine design, it's time to dive deeper into why you were created the way you were, and how this knowledge will completely alter the way you approach your life and your purpose. It's not enough to simply know that you're a weapon in the spiritual war. You must understand how your unique design works and why you've been made the way you have so you can wield your power with conscious intent. From the very beginning, your design was different from the norm. While others around you may have been equipped with conventional strengths, physical resilience, leadership abilities, or the ability to dominate your strength comes from something entirely different. You've probably felt out of place in a world that values brute force power and control, and for years you've been told that something was wrong with you because you didn't fit into the traditional molds of strength. The truth is, nothing is wrong with you. In fact, your design is brilliant, so brilliant that even Lucifer, the Prince of Darkness, couldn't anticipate the type of weapon you represent. You were not created to fight the traditional battles. Your mission is more strategic, more precise, and ultimately more devastating. You are a weapon of purity, kindness, and compassion, a weapon that operates on a frequency that is impervious to the traditional forces of darkness. What makes you so unique is that your weaponry isn't something that requires conscious activation. It doesn't need to be summoned through rituals, incantations, or forceful willpower. Your power operates automatically. The moment you express kindness, show compassion, or act with humility, you unleash a force that has the ability to tear down strongholds and break chains. This is what makes you dangerous to the powers of darkness. Let's break down exactly how your weaponry works and why your divine design is so powerful. You were created with an innate sensitivity, a spiritual radar that detects imbalances in the world. This sensitivity allows you to perceive pain, injustice, and suffering in ways that others cannot. While others may ignore the cries of those in need, your heart breaks for them. You feel their pain as if it were your own. But what you may not realize is that this sensitivity is not a curse. It's your spiritual weapon in its rawest form. You are like a spiritual radar, a highly advanced detection system designed to sense the presence of suffering and injustice. When you encounter these energies, something in you activates. Your natural response, whether it's showing empathy, offering support, or simply listening, is not just a reaction to someone's pain. It's an automatic activation of your spiritual weaponry. You see, your empathy is not just about feeling someone else's emotions. It's about using your awareness to dismantle the darkness that binds them. Your compassion is like a healing balm that soothes wounds in places you can't even see. The simple act of acknowledging someone's pain, of being present with them, is a powerful weapon that disarms the negative forces at work in their life. But why is this so powerful? Why does kindness and compassion carry such weight in the spiritual realm? It's because these are the very qualities that darkness fears the most. Darkness thrives in fear, anger, hatred, and division. It feeds on selfishness, pride, and the belief that there is not enough love to go around. But when you step into a situation with genuine love and authenticity, you expose the lie that the darkness has been feeding. You shine a light that the darkness cannot withstand. You create a contrast so stark that it cannot help but collapse. This is why the forces of darkness have been trying to break you for so long. They don't fear your physical strength, they fear the purity of your heart. They fear the power of your forgiveness. They fear the love that you are capable of giving, even when the world tells you that love is weakness. And when they failed to break you, they resorted to more subtle tactics. They tried to convince you that your sensitivity was a flaw, that your kindness made you a target, that your purity was something to be ashamed of. But none of it worked. In fact, the more they tried to break you, the stronger you became. Like steel being tempered in fire, your resilience grew with every trial you faced. You bent, but you didn't break. Let's go deeper into why your design is so effective in the spiritual warfare you didn't even know you were fighting. Lucifer, who is a brilliant strategist, spent centuries studying spiritual weapons. He has encountered countless souls with great strength, including mighty angels and powerful prophets. But when it came to you, he was blindsided. He never saw you coming. Why? Because he was looking for the wrong kind of weapon. Lucifer expected to encounter someone who was outwardly powerful, someone who possessed visible strength, someone who would wield a sword of fire, who would command armies and whose power would be evident to all. But instead, what he encountered was you, someone whose strength was hidden, whose power was not visible to the naked eye. You were operating under his radar. While he was busy preparing for a battle that would require force and dominance, you were quietly dismantling his operations with something he couldn't comprehend: your authenticity. Your authenticity is your power. When you act from a place of pure intention, when you give without expecting anything in return, you create waves in the spiritual realm. Your actions reverberate throughout the world, breaking chains, dismantling lies, and exposing the darkness for what it is. And what's even more powerful is that this happens naturally. You don't have to force it. You don't have to strategize. You don't have to make it happen. It happens through you. This is the brilliance of your design. Your weaponry is integrated into who you are. It functions automatically without any need for conscious activation. Now let's talk about why this design is so vital in the world we live in today. The world is filled with systems of darkness, systems built on lies, fear, and control. These systems have kept humanity trapped in spiritual bondage for millennia. They are structures of mental and emotional captivity that have convinced people that they have no choice but to submit to the darkness. But you were created to destroy these strongholds not with force but with love. Your love is the most powerful weapon in the spiritual arsenal because it exposes the lies these systems are built on. It shows people that there is another way, that they don't have to live in fear, that they don't have to live in hatred, and that they don't have to live in division. By being who you are, by simply existing in your purity, you challenge the very foundations of these systems. And here's the secret: the more you embrace your true nature, the more powerful you become. The more you lean into your kindness, the more it becomes a weapon of mass destruction in the spiritual realm. You are a walking, breathing disruption to the systems of darkness. Every time you act from a place of love, every time you forgive without hesitation, every time you step in to help someone in need, you are breaking the chains that have held them captive. It's time for you to fully activate your weaponry. You've been using it without even knowing it, but now it's time to use it consciously. It's time to embrace your divine design and step into your full power. You are not just a victim of circumstance. You are not just someone who has endured hardship for no reason. You are a weapon forged for this moment, and now you know your purpose. The enemy may have tried to break you to convince you that your kindness is a flaw, but now you know that your kindness is the key to bringing down their strongholds. As you embrace your purpose, as you step into your role as a weapon of divine love, know that you are not alone. The angels are with you. Michael, Gabriel or Raphael, and Uriel are all around you, guiding you, protecting you and strengthening you. You are part of a much larger plan, and your activation is just the beginning. Your mission is clear: destroy the strongholds of darkness, not with weapons of war, but with your love, your kindness and your purity. So now that you know what you were designed to do, it's time to move forward with confidence. Your weaponry is ready. You are ready. It's time to rise up and take your place in the divine plan. Your kindness, your love and your purity are the weapons that will change the world. It's time to consciously step into your purpose, knowing that you are a divine instrument strategically placed in this world to bring about change. Welcome to the battle, chosen one. You are ready. As you stand at the threshold of understanding, you now know what you are: a weapon forged by the divine to dismantle the forces of darkness and expose lies that have kept humanity in spiritual captivity for centuries. You are God's perfect creation, designed with a specific purpose in mind, a purpose that transcends ordinary comprehension. You are not created by chance, nor were your struggles in vain. Every trial, every challenge, every moment of suffering has been part of the grand design to forge you into the weapon you are today. And now, with the revelation of your true purpose, comes the responsibility to walk into it fully. This journey, this process of becoming aware of your divine design, is not just a moment of empowerment, but a call to action. You have been chosen for a mission greater than you could have ever imagined. It's time to step into that mission with both humility and confidence, knowing that you have been prepared for this moment, even if you didn't fully realize it until now. What you're about to do will not be easy. There will be moments of doubt, times when the forces of darkness will try to make you question your purpose and your power. But now, armed with the knowledge of who you truly are, you will face these challenges with strength and grace. The truth has been revealed to you. Your sensitivity is not a weakness. Your kindness is not a flaw. And your purity is not something to be ashamed of. These are the very things that make you a weapon of divine power. In the moments when you feel weak, when you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, remember this truth. Your strength comes from the very things as the world has tried to dismiss as vulnerabilities. Your empathy, your compassion, your ability to love despite all odds. These are your divine armament, and they cannot be defeated by the forces of darkness. They never saw you coming because they underestimated the power of purity and love. But now that you are aware of who you are and what you are meant to do, it's time to take action. The work you are called to do is immense. It's not just about you, it's about everyone around you. You are here to shift the spiritual atmosphere, to create a ripple effect of change that will transcend generations. You are here to awaken others to their own divine purpose, to show them that they too have been designed for greatness. Your kindness and your purity will become the template for others to follow. Through your actions, others will see that there is another way, a way of love, of humility, of service, and of power that comes from within. But remember, you are not alone in this. The spiritual realm is filled with divine beings who are with you every step of the way. The archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel are all working behind the scenes to guide, protect, and equip you for the battles ahead. You are part of something far greater than yourself, and every step you take towards fulfilling your purpose is one that is supported by the divine. Trust in their guidance and lean into the strength that they are helping you develop. The forces of darkness may continue to fight against you, but now you know that they cannot win. They may try to convince you that your purity is a weakness, but it's their greatest fear. They may try to make you feel isolated, but know that you are part of a much larger divine army. The 249 others, those who are forged like you, are out there waiting to connect with you. When you find them, when you unite with them, the power you hold together will be unstoppable. You are not just an individual fighting a battle alone. You are part of a collective force that has been strategically placed in this world to bring about real change. As you move forward in your journey, remember that your authenticity is your weapon. You don't need to be anything other than what you are. You don't need to change or hide who you are to fit into the world's expectations. The world needs your light, your love, your purity. You are here to show them that there is another way. A way that is stronger than violence, a way that is more powerful than domination. Your strength lies in your ability to remain true to yourself, even when the world tries to pull you into darkness. Now let's talk about what comes next. As you continue your journey, you will encounter moments that will test you. There will be times when you're faced with doubt and fear, times when the enemy will try to convince you that you are too weak, too vulnerable, or too naive to make a difference. But these are the moments when you must stand firm in your purpose. You must remember that your vulnerability is what makes you powerful, your kindness is what makes you strong, and your purity is what makes you unbreakable. Each step you take forward is a victory. Each time you act out of love, each time you forgive when it seems impossible, each time you choose compassion over hatred, you are dismantling the systems of darkness. You may not see it immediately, Elise, but your actions are creating waves of change in the spiritual realm. You are shifting the course of history simply by being who you are. And as you move forward in your divine purpose, those waves will only grow stronger, carrying the message of love and light to places you never imagined possible. You may still face challenges, but now you know that you are prepared for them. You've been forged for this battle, and every trial you face is an opportunity for you to grow stronger. You will encounter resistance, but you will also find strength you didn't know you had. The more you lean into your purpose, the more powerful you become. The more you embrace your authentic self, the more you step into the divine plan that has been set in motion since the moment you were born. So as we reach the end of this message, I want to leave you with this reminder. You are not just a victim of your circumstances. You are a divine instrument, a perfect weapon designed for this moment in history. You have been equipped with everything you need to fulfill your purpose, and now is the time to step into it. The world is waiting for you. The people you are meant to help, the systems you are meant to dismantle, and the darkness you are meant to expose, they are all waiting for you to rise up and take your place. As you go forth, know that you are not alone. The divine is with you every step of the way, and the angels are guiding you towards victory. Embrace your purpose, step into your power, and let your light shine brighter than ever before. You are God's perfect weapon, and the world is ready for what you have to offer. Goodbye for now, chosen one. But remember this, the journey is just beginning and the best is yet to come.